Okay, I just wanted to try to make a really quick video about the mechanism on this thing. So I took this thing apart to try to get the bellows off and sized up and changed out. And it's been kind of a struggle to find anything that might work for the bellows on this. One thing that I stumbled onto online that looks like it's a really good possibility for a replacement is from some dive hose. There's a dive shop in Fort Wayne. I'm going to probably try to go swing by sometime and see if they've got some of the rubber hose there and see if I can make it work. But I mean, it might be a little bit too late anyways. This shaft is pretty boogered up. There's a real deep gouge in this, but it's not like this thing can't be remade or anything. But anyways, I didn't even have to open this up, I come to find out. All I needed to do to get these bellows off was unscrew this off of the shaft, and the bellows would have come off from that and the upper plate that it's wedged between. But anyways, I thought this was such a neat mechanism, I would try to kind of show it off a little bit. So that rectangular or square, I'm not really sure what it is, shaft is held in with these bushings, a pair of these bushings under these little stamped steel rocker arms. Well, I just dropped it in the oil bath, but at any rate, one sits here, one sits here, and you can see the back bushing, the upper back bushing there, and then down here's the lower back bushing. Anyways, the knob on the outside is what's applying the force. Now, the interesting thing is it's set up in such a way that it's applying force that way and that way at the exact same time. You can see or at least it looks like that's the case. You can see the indentation there of the end of this shaft. And I'll get the camera off the mount here in a minute and give you another angle of this thing. But these bushings on the back side look like they're just basically glued in with some sort of epoxy or something. And then this is the crank arm down here. I think it'll pop off. Yeah. Try not to drop that. So, another pair of bronze bushings on an adjustable cast iron thing to grip it. I mean, it's really pretty darn slick if you ask me. And luckily it looks like it's all something that can pretty reasonably be machined in the home shop if a person ever needs to make a repair on it. And you can see the crank arm down in there. So anyways, let me bring you around to the front of this. So there you can see these knobs here are what moves these crank arms inside this thing, inside the gearbox of it. And then once you've got it adjusted the way you want it, you crank this down to lock it in place. It's a really slick setup. anyways, hopefully I'll get something sorted out on the bellows eventually and get this thing back into service. That's really the one thing that's holding me up of putting this back together is, well, one, doing this video to show off the mechanism for, anybody or me in the future, if anybody ever needs to see this, the mechanics of one of these. And two, coming up with a solution to the bellows. So we'll see. Maybe worst case scenario, I will just make up something rubber to replace the bellows with, or come up with an inboard outboard sleeve of like PVC conduit, PVC pipe or something, so that it'll basically protect everything internal from metal shavings. But anyways, I guess the only other interesting thing is this little crank arm here, moving the variable speed drive. This poor belt's seen better days. And also I'm still trying to kind of come up with a motor that's small enough that'll fit on this base. But anyways, that's it for this.